Everyone wants to improve their dog's recall. So in this video, John and I are going to demonstrate a very simple and fun game that you can play with your dogs or your dog called Pong Recall. Now, what you're going to need for this game is 2 people, 1 dog, and some really nice, tasty, smelly, high-value treats. Treats make a difference. So if your dog is used to getting milk bones and milk bones aren't a big deal, or they won't come to you for any particular treat that you have, you know you need to try something different. So you might need to up the value to freeze-dried beef liver, or a soft chewy treat, or even a piece of cheese. It's worth it in the long run to make those rewards so valuable that your dog really wants to come to you. Because, a year down the road, you'll be able to use what we use, which is kibble, because the dogs will have, it will have become sort of like second nature, muscle memory. They just do it. It's just an automatic response. But in the beginning, using those high value, tasty treats makes a huge difference. Now, you will see that in the first bit, we're just working in a very low distraction environment with nothing else going on. In the second, as we increase the level of difficulty, we make it a little bit more difficult by opening the door and having the dog recall from outside to inside, which is a great game to play if your dog doesn't like to come in after playtime. In the third level of difficulty, then we play outside in a small contained setting with nothing else going on. And then you'll see in the fourth setting, we're practicing outdoors in a bigger environment. Now, the more you play this game, the better your dog will become at recall, because it does become like a second nature muscle memory response. And I do recommend that you play often. We've been playing with our dogs for years, and we still play with them. And we, to this day, see improvements in their recall. Now, for the first phase of the game, you will see that John and I are not using any words like come or here. We're just using our body language and making ourselves real happy and attractive, because dogs love excitement and play. We could use their name if they know their name, and they will turn their head for the name. We can show them the treat. That is not cheating, but we're not saying the word. And the reason that we're not saying the word is because if your dog does not know what that word means, you can say it all day long and it's just meaningless. And another thing about that is that if you're repeating that word over and over and over again, it loses its value. We want that word, C-O-M-E, to equal be near person, get a reward. And if you were saying it over and over again and they're way, way across the field, they are neither being near their person nor getting a word. And they might even start to think that C-O-M-E means go stand by the fence. So in the first phase, we don't use the word at all. Once the dog gets a hang of the game and is going back and forth in between you and your partner, you can start using the word as your dog approaches you. So you're going to see all of this in the next 4 little clips. And of course, we're always happy to take questions. Not every dog is the same. Every dog learns differently. So there might be something that we can do to tweak it to make it work better for you. So happy training.
Yeah.
Yes. Leo. Yes. Good job.
Leo. Beep, 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 beep.
Yes. Leo. Boo, 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 boo. Yes. So now that Leo is reliably coming towards us, when we use happy body language, he's coming for the treat, we can start adding the word come. So this time we're going to be adding the word as he gets close to us, and then saying yes and following up with a reward to let him know that he did the right thing.
Leo, come.
Yes. Leo, come. Yes.
Leo, come. Yes.
And I'm going to say it a little sooner. Come. Yes.
Leo, come.
Yes. Leo, come. Yes. So now we're going to add an extra challenge. Of course, everyone struggles to get their dogs to come inside from outside, and so we want to make that a fun game for our dogs as well. So now we're doing Ping Pong Recall. John's going to be outside and I'm going to be inside. Leo, come. Yes, good job.
Leo, come.
Leo, come. Yes, good boy.
Leo, come.
Leo, come. Yes. And you can see that that time I did not show him the treat.
Leo, come. Yes.
And that time John was out of Leo's line of sight. Leo, come. Yes. Good job, Leo.
Leo, come. Leo, come.
Leo, come. Yes. Good boy.
Leo, come. Come.
Dog, come. Hold on.
Dog, come. Leo. Come.
Dog, come. Yes. Baby, come. Get waylaid, baby. I hope you enjoyed our video on Ping Pong Recall. We think it's a really fun game and we know that your dog will enjoy it. Just as a recap, we started in an indoor area with very low distraction. We did not use the word come. We just used happy body language and tasty treats. Once our dogs started catching on to the game, we started adding the word come as Leo got close to our bodies, always following up with a very tasty reward. Once Leo caught on to the game indoors, we upped the level of difficulty by playing the game between the indoor environment and the outdoors. Then we started playing the game in a small contained setting outdoors. Then we finally play the game outdoors in a larger environment. As a final safety reminder, use a long line if you do not have a fenced yard, because it only takes one rabbit going by for your dog to bolt, and I don't want you to have to go chasing after your dog. I don't want your dog to get hit by a car. That long line is a really great tool because if your dog does stray, you can gently lure them back so that they understand this is what it means when I tell you to come to me. Happy training, and please let us know if you have any questions.